everyone, it's Sweet Cosplay Productions here, and for our first video, we are going to be talking about how to choose your cosplay. Now, cosplay and conventions go together really well. If you're going to go to a convention, there's a really good chance you're going to see a lot of cosplays. So if this is your first time cosplaying at a convention, or you're just having trouble picking a cosplay, here's some tips that should hopefully help you out. First, most obvious, but probably one of the most difficult, is picking a character. Now, what I would suggest is picking a few different characters and then narrowing it down to one or two. Because there's a lot of characters you want to cosplay as, but there's a really good chance you can't cosplay them all in one weekend. So that will be very hard to do. So just pick one or two so you can just change outfits or just have a variety in case you get tired of wearing the same one over and over again and want to choose a different one. Now second, decide on whether looks is more important or fun is more important, because those things are very conflicting, but they go together very well. If you want to go for looks, then pick a character that looks like you. Same body type, same height, just physically looks like you and a person you could probably do. Because if you want to be able to be very popular with people at conventions, because you really look like a person, then you should probably, that's a really good option to do, because if you look like them and you could portray their character, that would be very cool. A lot of people like that. And then there's the other option of fun, because fun's also important. That's the whole thing of cosplaying. It's for fun. It's a hobby. And if you don't look like exactly like a character, but you really love the character itself, then you should probably go for that as well. Like for instance, for myself as an example, the first two cosplays I had were Kakuzu from Naruto and Spain from Hetalia. I could fit that character by body type and also height, because Kakuzu is very tall and Spain's pretty tall on Hetalia scale too, and I have the same skin tone as them. But then the also other factor of fun that you want to do is also important as well, because I am cosplaying as Sweden this year from Hetalia, and you're probably thinking, people who are Hetalia fans, what are you doing? You look absolutely nothing like him, you're crazy. But I love Sweden's character. He reminds me of me personally, and he just seems so fun to go as, which, I mean, that's the whole fun part about it. If you don't think like you look like them, but you like the character, then you can probably do that because you love it and you're gonna have fun and you're gonna enjoy it. Because if you don't like the character at all and you're cosplaying it, you're not going to have a good time. It's just gonna happen. And also, I personally know a Finland from Italia who she doesn't exactly look like it. Like, you can't exactly be the character. She's Spanish. But she loves Finland and she has the most amazing time going as him, and I think personally, if she's enjoying it, that makes her seem like that much more of the character. And I think it's a great idea. So you have to decide if you want to go for looks or for fun. It's just one or the other. I mean, you can pick both, but if you want to look like the character but you don't know them that well, or if you want to go for fun and you really love the character, you have to decide if you want to pick one or the other. Third, determine if the items are accessible. This is a huge thing, because if you are still in college, in high school, and you don't make a lot of money, then the really big cosplays such as Halo or a Transformer cosplay made out of metal or huge bulky items, probably not the best idea. Because not only are they big and bulky, they're also expensive. And if you don't have enough money to support that, it's probably gonna look either really cheap, or it's probably just not gonna turn out good, either or. So if this is your first time cosplaying and you have limited items or limited options, then pick a simple cosplay, such as Elle from Death Note. I mean, white t-shirt, white long sleeve shirt, jeans, maybe a wig if you don't have black hair, and probably maybe $20, $30 if you already have the jeans. And the wig might be a little bit more, but still very cheap on the cosplay scale. Or Maka from Soul Eater. She's very easy to do. If you can find a plaid skirt, white t-shirt, button-up jacket, and maybe a wig if you need it. You probably don't need the scythe if you just want to go as a character. Very simple and very easy to do. Also, give yourself time, because conventions will sneak up on you, and sooner or later you're going to realize it's maybe a month, 3 weeks until the convention and you don't have everything you need. It's not going to go well, because it's going to be very stressful, it's going to be very aggravating, and it might not turn out as you want it to. So time is very important. Give yourself plenty of time. It's going to save you a lot of headache, a lot of sanity, and it's probably going to turn out better than you thought it would, or just as well as you planned it to be. Also, make a checklist. Make sure you have everything you need and everything you need to get on a checklist. That is so important, because if you find out 2 weeks before a convention that you're missing an important part of a cosplay and you can't get it in, it's going to be very disappointing, because it's happened before, and if you don't have everything you need, you're going to feel kind of empty a little bit. But it's probably still going to turn out good, but not as well as you thought, because you know that you're missing an important piece of your cosplay, and people might notice that. But they might not say anything, but they might notice it. So yeah, just make sure you have everything you need. Everything written out, checklisted, checked off, if you have it, what you need to get. Again, giving yourself time so you can mail it in, and then you'll be just all set. Last and most important is to have fun. Cosplay is all about fun, because if you're not having fun with your character, then it's gonna be a really bad experience. Again, cosplay is about it is about having fun, because if you don't like the character, you're not gonna have fun. And you can disregard everything I've said. You can say, you know what, forget that. I can be whoever I want, because I think I really like the character and I'm gonna have a ton of fun, then just go for it. That's the whole point about it. It doesn't matter about race, it doesn't matter about height, it doesn't matter about weight, it doesn't matter about anything. Just go as you want. Be anybody you want. That's the whole thing. You get to dress up as you get to be another person for a day. How fun is that? So just be yourself, pick who you want, just go out there and have a blast at conventions. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helps a little bit at least. And this next video is going to be a guide to conventions. So until next time, this is Sweet Cosplay Productions, and I'm out.